Doing like this. There we go. Have you joined as a guest? I don't see you. Oh, I don't have time for this. There we go. Just waiting on our guest that I've sent the link to 6 times already. Why is your head so big?
That's very rude.
You're really close to the screen.
Is it better?
Yeah, definitely. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull up your guys' questions. Or let me see if I can just rotate my. No, it still won't let me. It says orientation locked. I don't know what that means. No, that's still locked. Oh well. YouTube sucks, guys. All right, let me pull up all these questions. So there's like 20 questions here, by the way. I don't think we're gonna get through them all, but whoever joins, joins. And you know, it's crazy. I'm still getting like messages on Friends. Where's the link? Where's the link? Just go look at my page. Like
Is my
Friends,
head
I love. What?
Is my head big enough now?
Yeah, it's great. Anyway, friends, we're just setting up.
So unenthusiastic about
Do
my
you have
life.
any Bluetooth headphones or anything?
Yeah, I do. Give me a sec.
Anyway, hello, welcome to our live show. I'm going to answer these questions very shortly. But first, we're going to pull on a paid private reading that was done ahead of time. And here are the questions. Yeah, I think we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. I think we have 20. I would do my best. I would do my best with these.
Okay, if this hangs up, I'm sorry.
I don't think it hung up. I think you're good. I think you're good.
God damn it.
So someone says in the chat, "What a nice big head," and it was held for review. I think that's really funny. So let's just start. Our paid private reading question is: I recently lost my mom, and I'm so lost without her, and it's been quite a journey, and I'm having trouble connecting in the same way. Can you read on this for me? First of all, yes, absolutely, we can read on it. And second of all, we're really sorry about the loss of your mother. We went through that recently ourselves, so we know how hard that is. Our mom passed in January. Oh my God, Catherine.
I'm having technical difficulties.
Yeah, you are having technical difficulties.
I'm not allowed to have nice things.
I guess not, but it's okay. Let's just pull on this, okay? All right, got on my.
Oh, the sound was muted.
You're fine. We could actually hear you this whole time.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, now I'm actually going to be serious.
Okay. Okay. First card I got for you was the Queen of Pentacles for this particular thing. The Queen of Pentacles is kind of a card of like prosperity, but also when you use like your matriarchal power to tap into that kind of thing. So um if you haven't been connecting with yourself lately very well, then I think you're going to struggle with also connecting with your mother. Um and I've noticed a lot of times this year, a lot of people aren't really connecting to spirit the same way that they used to. And that's kind of because like everybody's changing and everybody's upgrading. So when we have these major upgrades, it's, the ascension that we're all going through, that we all unfortunately agreed to participate in. Um, we sometimes are blocked by spirit just for our own protection. Like if you're going through something very emotional, or if you're going through something that's like really difficult, when you have a difficult event that happens, spirit doesn't always give you a huge burden. So for right now, sometimes psychic powers can be a burden. And they're not really a burden, but there's something you can't currently handle. So if you're struggling to connect with her, it could be that, she's not connecting to you the same way that she used to, where you have to find the modality that's comfortable for the both of you. Or sometimes when you're not connecting to spirit, right? Um, they don't want to talk. Not everybody is ready to talk after they die. So give it time. And I really think that that will kind
Especially
of
if it
come
was
forward.
recently.
Yeah. You have to kind of give them a little bit of time to be ready as a soul. Some souls are very hurt and don't do the things they're supposed to. I mean, we have just like loads of proof of that just from our own mom not doing what she's supposed to do on the other side. But sometimes souls need to heal from that kind of stuff. So, she's either not ready or you're not able to hear her yet. Just it's it's important that you give her time to really settle and work on that. I mean, because like they're in a non-linear space anyway. So like, let's say it's a week or a month has passed here, and it could be like 100 years for them. We don't know. So I would say just give her time. Um, the like outcome of all this is the world card. I don't know what direction to put that in. It's like there's like I go left and it goes right. This is the world card. The world is the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. So you're entering a new cycle of your life and stuff like that. I think it's important that you really start working with spirit every single day, even if that means you're just kind of meditating. And when you get into the meditative state, I think it's important for you to not just connect to your guides and angels. It's important for you to connect also to your ET team. A lot of people are finding that it's a little bit easier to connect to your ET team right now than your spirit guides because things are kind of changing at soul level, and they're upgrading with us too, and even your pets are upgrading.
They're
So
listening though, your spirit guys.
yeah,
Spirit
everyone's
guides are
going
still
through it.
listening. So
They're still listening and they're still helping.
I pulled Temperance.
Is that a brain?
They're still there. They're still listening. It's a card of divine healing. So they're there for you whenever you need them, even if it doesn't feel like it.
Your temperance card's a brain. That's very interesting.
Justice is also a brain, I believe. Yep. Why did the cat climb the tree to collect the debt from the monkey? Why the cat could not climb down the tree? because his paws were full of the money. Why did the frog climb the tree to save the cat? Thank you. Thank you for the joke. That was in the chat. That was weird.
Um, a lot of this is blocked by your own personal fears. Nine of Swords, a lot of this is all blocked by your personal fears. You're spending a lot of time overthinking it and ruminating. So it's important that you kind of stop ruminating on it and just sort of let it happen how it's going to happen. When your mom is ready, she will come through.
She's doing her life review right now, so she's got a lot to go through. Like when you get to the other side, you have a lot of things to do. You have a lot of people to say hi to. You have a lot of reunions to do. It's basically like one giant party until you do your life review.
That's true. And I just asked what your resolution is, and it's the Knight of Pentacles, steady forward movement, a little bit of action every single day. Every action you take every day is a little bit of mindful progress forward. So use that to push yourself into the next phase, because grief does what it's going to do. And there's no time limit on how much it's going to affect you or for how long. It's not
Moonfrog
time. It's
song
so,
says that makes so
yeah.
much sense. The decoherence in my brain is off the charts. I can barely connect with my guides, ancestors, and I can't do readings at all. Are you guys are other people feeling like this right now? Because I feel like we're sort of all in like a void right now. Because we're preparing for something bigger. I feel like
Yeah, anybody in the comments can answer that too. Do we all feel like can barely connect with our guides, ancestors, and struggle doing readings? No one else in the comments? Okay. Well, unhelpful. Thank you.
no. Okay, be nice. Jesus. Yeah, no. It just feels like there's
Welcome
a
back.
void going on right now. I've been having trouble doing psychometry. I'm in a class right now with our friend Layla, and I'm having trouble.
Welcome back.
Hi, guys. Welcome back, everybody.
We were just asking people if they feel very overburdened by connection to spirit right now, where people are struggling to hear their spirit guides and ancestors. And speaking of ancestors, not all ancestors are good spirits. Sometimes they have their own personal stuff in mind versus your personal stuff in mind. So really use your discernment when working with the ancestors because they could have unfinished business on Earth that they want you to complete. And they're just like, yeah, I'm here for you. And really, they're not. They're just there for themselves. So be really careful about working with your lower vibe ancestors because there's a lot of them. I mean, there's a lot of us who died kind of miserably in pain.
Yeah, I was
So,
beheaded in my last life, so yeah.
yeah. Yeah. But yeah. Does that help? Like, we don't speak English. Yeah, they speak all languages now, which is crazy because, like, when you die, your soul expands and you just, like, learn every language, and, um, a lot of ancestors, like I said, just really aren't good ancestors. They're just there. Yeah, feel blocked lately. Your issue is different. We will talk about that in your healing session, but your issue would elf. I think that's morbid. I think that's morbid. Your issue morbid is completely
Moonfrog.
different.
Moonfrog song says, I know I am trying to think my way to her instead of feeling my way to her. And I know it won't work that way. And I feel her presence constantly, but I can't really connect. Yeah, I don't think that's you though. I don't think that's entirely you. I think that's just the fact that she died so recently. Uh, and
Not me squinting to read it.
she's got a lot of things to do first before she can like fully step into her power.
Yeah, let's see if she has any final messages for you here. I'm just gonna pull like another card on this, and then I have to
Card
get to
for
the
you.
20 billion other questions here because there's a million of them, and we
The
got till
sun.
6.
That's her message for you. The sun.
Yeah, so the sun is the card of joy, and everything working out, but also at the same time, the sun burns too. So everything you don't need, the sun's going to burn away. And it's going to be painful. I mean, it sucks. Sunburn hurts.
Well, she's also saying that she's right there with you.
Hmm.
And like after our mom died, she hung around for a while. She said she hung around for like hundreds of years, but it was like a week
According,
for
yeah,
us.
according to her, she's hung around for 100 years throughout the rest of our lifetimes.
I
And
don't want to
here's
live for
the
another
Nine of
100
Pentacles,
years.
calling the card I pulled for you for your mom. The Nine of Pentacles there. The Nine of Pentacles is a really prosperous card, and it's almost the end of a cycle, and it's kind of about like getting what you want, fiscally, materially, and spiritually. So just really, really keep working on it. And I also pulled the Star for you. The Star is a card of extreme healing. During this time, it is important you focus on just healing. Like you're like, Mom, I miss you. I love you. I want to talk to you, but you can talk to her.
But that's normal.
You can talk to her. It's going to be a little bit of time. And you need to give yourself the grace and the space to do that because it's going to be a while. There's no time limit on grief, and you need to feel this. You need to go through this. You need to stay present in your body for now.
Moon Frog Song says, yes, it is very helpful, one day at a time. And I thought maybe she might not be ready and is letting me adjust and fly free, just like the 63-year-old baby bird flying the nest. Wait, so you're
63-year-old baby
63 or
bird.
she was 63?
Are you saying you're 63 or she's 63? The Nine of Pentacles is so her. Yeah, that's so cute. Yeah, the Moon Frog song says, and the Nine of Pentacles is so her. She's worried about my physical ability. Yes, your mom definitely is worried if you're eating enough and drinking enough. Just really take care of yourself, please. During this time, it's really important. Just do you, and then spirit will come back in when they're ready or when you're ready, really.
And with the Sun card, just remember a little happiness can go a long way. So even if you feel like you're stuck or things suck, you know. She was 94. Oh my goodness gracious. That is wow.
94. Your mom was 94. That's incredible. Oh, you know what? I think it says Virginia Anbury? I'm so sorry. I am squinting to see these tiny names. Sorry, it says, oh my God, the live kept kicking me out because I had my phone on battery saving mode. Yeah, I did too. And I got kicked out of my own live like 6 times at the beginning. So it's okay. It's okay. It happens, but don't worry about it.
It's me, your host,
Natasha.
your
You know what?
electric name. Oh,
Is it
hey.
okay? Is it okay if I address you as your name instead of? I still can't read that.
Almost 95. My
Virginia
goodness.
Danbury. Oh, I get it. Oh my God.
Your mom lived a really long, beautiful life. 95 years old.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Carmela and we actually just lost our mom in January. Yeah, in January. And she was 80 years old, but, she adopted us in her 40s, so we're only 35. I would have liked to have that extra 30 something years with her, but that's knowing your parents as adults is a blessing.
Yeah, it is. I'll put one final card and then we have to move on to these general questions. There's so many of them. And I'm grateful. Oh, see, it's just your mom's just like, well, your mom's like, stop asking. It's just the world again. You really are going to be okay. And I know it sucks. I know. The radio silence is agony. It really is. It
Moon
sucks.
Frog
My
Song
mom and I
says,
used
we
to
are
have
so
daily
connected in
conversations.
life, we didn't even have to talk half the time, so this radio silence is agony. I know it. I know it, girl.
Yeah. Yeah, mom and I used to have daily conversations. It sucks. She was the smartest person I knew. But it really is going to be okay. I keep pulling the world here, and I'm sure if I shuffle again, it's going to pop out again. So no more cards here. Just all love from us. And if you need us, you can always reach out to us on Friends. We got you. So anyway, I hope this helped. Let me start channeling for these other questions. But like I said, please reach out to me if you need us, okay?
And And thank you so much for letting us do this live. I know it's not easy sometimes to share your business with other people. So, really, thank you.
Yeah. All those hearts are so wonderful. Thank you, everyone. Ooh. Okay, so our first question is, do ETs live among us as regular people? I wouldn't call them regular people. Um, they're like hybrids, and sometimes they're like
They don't
disguised.
look like us.
Yeah, I wouldn't call them regular people though. I wouldn't call them at all regular people. Um, they're working a lot with scientists and researchers, and the people who need to know about disclosure right now are the people who are being told about it. So, like Obama versus Trump, Obama knows a lot more, you know. So, and we can all tell why. But um, also, I have to be very careful of the words that I use in this live because it's for the public. Otherwise, you get demonetized, which really is weird.
And you got a potty mouth, so
I do got a potty mouth.
you got a potty mouth.
It says, when are they going to reveal themselves? Um, disclosure is going to start in 2027. We're definitely on track for that. We all still have to raise our light vibration right now, though, um, and connect more with like the light grid around the planet. And the Arcturians have like a bunch of motherships around the planet right now, and they're building something called the Grid of Harmony. And the Grid of Harmony is something you can tap into, and like you can tap into it every single day. And when you match that frequency, they send peace, love, and comfort down. So just kind of focus like like where the ISS floats. Just focus kind of around that area for your powers. Focus on it and just say, what can you guys do to help me right now? And from their perspective, what it is that you're a radio transceiver of sorts, where they're projecting a message down to Earth and you're receiving it and then putting it back out for like a larger audience. So they are definitely helping us in that way. Our next question is, will Mount Rainier erupt anytime in my lifetime? First of all, that's a little bit
No.
broad. I'm not sure who this person is or how long your life is going to be. But like, let's say, for the sake of me asking this question, will it erupt in the next like 5 to 10 years? I'm getting a big yes for that, but I don't know if like the scale of
It's
which.
not.
Yeah, I don't know
It's not gonna
if
be
the
like
scale of which.
catastrophic.
Yeah, I mean all active volcanoes are eventually going to go off, and even some inactive ones. Gaia is doing a restructuring, and she's going to do it when we're ready. So I would just say there's a lot of warning signs before things like that do happen, where our warning systems have gotten better. So just make sure that you just watch the news and stuff. Make sure that you have your emergency alert systems on. I I know there are people, their entire thriving societies now living around Mount Vesuvius, and I can't think of any reason why to live at the base of a.
Virginia Danbury says, this is an unserious question, and I didn't put it in the thread earlier, but can ETs love humans platonically and or romantically? I wish one would be my bestie. Well, I guarantee you, you probably already have met them before. They just haven't
No worries,
revealed
Moon
themselves.
Frog Song. We are very happy to help you. She
Okay.
says it's a very good reading and it's really spot on. That's what I'm always telling people on threads too, is that readings bring people a lot of clarity and peace and comfort, especially in these dark times.
Excuse me, interruptus.
I can't even hear you, so.
Anyway, this is an unserious question. I didn't put it in the thread earlier, but can ETs love humans platonically and or romantically? So I don't think ET are like romantically interested in humans. It's not like some, smut book. It's not like that.
Or the video
They
game.
can, yeah, or video games. Um, that concept of love and romantic love is like a human thing. Um, but they can definitely be like our friends and stuff, and they do have love for us. But it's more like um, the love that you feel when you connect to source. So it's just like this all-encompassing, magical, wonderful love. It's not like how humans have this singular love. Like it's just all across the board. It's just this bright warmth. So yes,
Yeah.
they can love us, but not like you know like porn.
It's love without attachment, and I think they're teaching us love without attachment right now because a lot of people, like, when you show them an iota of kindness, they're like, "Oh, I love you forever," you know? We're trying to teach you how to love other people and be community and just go, "Oh, I love you, you're a wonderful human being," and, "Oh, I love you back," without going, "Oh, please love me, please date me, you're my whole world," that kinda crap.
Yeah,
They're
that's a
trying to
human
teach us.
thing. Like
Yeah, they're trying to teach us to unattach from that kind of perception and start moving into, like, more power. So, no, they don't love us like that. Um, this person says, "How about Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam? Is there lockdowns due to fuel shortages?" I don't think Vietnam is going to go through huge fuel shortages, but you guys could see like a return to remote work. Is that Jupiter? I'm sorry, guys. He's drinking water so loud. But yeah,
let him hydrate. Let the boy hydrate.
um, for Vietnam, I don't think they're going to do lockdowns. I'm not even sure like energy
They
lockdown.
actually they might like in the more rural areas because they can't get the fuel out to them, and don't their power grids rely on that fuel and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, but they also have other sources. They're one of the leaders in EV technology right now, and they have a rather flat, thriving economy too. Um, it really feels like they have some money to fall back onto. Like they have a surplus of money.
Incoming.
Hey, Pumpkin. They have like a surplus of money or something for like emergencies. Um, but every country right now does have like super corrupt politicians. So it would be a great idea if we paid politicians less and started investing in green energies because green technology is really the way of the future. Because if you have like an energy grid and it runs on like biomass or if it runs on like electricity right now, then because it's like gas based, that sucks. So people have to start investing in alternative technologies. And this is really the point in which people are going to be like, hey, we need green technology now. I mean, this is
And
like this is the kickoff point.
and biomass isn't sustainable anyway. It's like literally some biomass is literally burning trees. That's why like they deforest and stuff so that they can burn the fuel, which is trees, and run the power plants. It's really unsustainable and it's really not clean at all, and it won't last.
Our next question is, what do you see happening for Germany? And I
In
have
what
discussed this a
way?
little bit on threads previously. I think Germany's going to have something happen to them where it doesn't look great. It's some kind of situation where there's like some type of attack or an incident where the whole country mourns about it. And in doing so, they're going to protect themselves by closing their borders. And I don't think they're going to close them permanently, but I do think they're going to close them for a period of time where they're just really discerning on who they let in, especially with the potential for a lot of refugees to come in. I don't think they're going to be really too happy about that going forward. And so it's not that you want people to leave the country or enter the country because German citizens will still be able to go in and out. It's just everybody else they're going to be really cautious about. And I kinda see that lasting 6 months or more, and I'm really sorry about that. It's not my favorite thing ever to report, but as a country, come together. Don't blame people or hate on people. Just kinda come together. This is a point. This is one of those, like, checkpoints where they're testing us to see if we can do those things and come together as community. But, yeah, I mean, I have run Germany before, and unfortunately, it's not the greatest situation. It was already not that great, but it's not the greatest situation going forward. Let me pull a card on it. Virginia Danbury says, "I wonder what the attack has to do with." I know they've been falling under some fascist vibes recently. Yes, they have, and so is South America. There's a ton of fascism now, like spreading like wildfire through South America. I don't know what that's about, but those regimes are completely unsustainable.
Let's pull a card on the situation with Germany.
Yeah. The Knight of Pentacles, slow forward movement. Every day, take mindful daily actions to heal. Mm, I'm shuffling again. Yep. Three of Cups come together as the community. Let's go to the bottom of the deck here. And your outcome, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is a great card. It's like the journey ahead and learning new things and expanding into better territories. So smoother waters are coming, friends.
And I
Did you?
pulled the Page of Blades. Here we go. Page of Blades. It encourages us to use our critical thinking skills and sort of like come at a problem with logic versus emotion. So, in regards to Germany, I think that people are going to be coming together in the community, but like in actual helpful ways instead of like, mass panic.
Yeah. I think this event is meant to bring people together and that, it's not the best thing ever. It's not fair that catastrophes do that, but it's important that people see each other in their own communities now instead of just going and watching the news. Oh, I hate everybody who doesn't look like me. That's old news. That's done. That has to be done. If we want to like get to a better place, that has to be done. Our next question is, with the current seat in Southwest Washington State hold her seat? And if she doesn't, will the Republicans take the seat? Will the current seat, like is it like Congress? Congressional seat? My pendulum says yes.
Repeat the question.
It says, will the current seat in Southwest Washington hold her seat?
Oh,
Like
do
congressional?
they mean like in Senate?
Uh, no, pendulum says no to Senate, but yes to Congress. I got it down here.
It's the same thing.
uh, yes, I see her holding her seat, but it's gonna be a fight. It's like a close, it's a close race.
What state was this?
Um, Southwest Washington State. Oh my God. Do we hear Jupiter barking now? He's being such a naughty boy right now. Every
Him
time we get
bark?
on, every
No.
time we get on live, he's naughty.
Him? No. He's an angel. Yeah, he's
um,
upstairs by himself actually. He's leaving
let's
us.
see. The next question says, will Australia keep ties with the USA? Yes.
Yeah,
They're
of
going to be pretty
course.
strained. They're going to be very strained. So yeah, they are a little island that relies on everybody else. It'd be imagine being surrounded on water by all sides. No thanks.
And I mean, like, there's a lot of things in Australia that kind of reflect America in the way of racism. So I don't think that they are gonna pull away from America just yet.
No, they're not. It says, oh no, it says if not, then what? But there's no if not. Will the NYC rental landscape improve anytime soon? Nope, definitely not. I know that they're trying to change things, but I don't really see it changing until December or so. That's because they have to find the funds and then pass it through their local state Congress and then distribute the money, and the fiscal year's already been determined for 2026. Unless they start a grant program, which I don't really see happening either. So the New York City rental landscape is going to keep getting more volatile, and they know that. They know that. Um, I saw a talk recently where they were talking about how they want all New Yorkers to be able to afford to live there so they can keep doing what they're doing. You know, just to keep living their lives. And New York is one of the most expensive places I've ever been. 10% tax on everything. So that's like a whole another dollar if you just
So
have $10.
yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, it's already Morbid says it's already strained in certain ways. The relationship between Australia and United States, yes, it is. We're withholding. You guys are dead last in the world to get medication and approval for clinical trials. You're literally dead last in the world to get that. Um, they withhold money from you. They withhold weapons from you guys. They withhold even just like regular resources. Of course, I mean, yeah, of course it's strained.
It
So
sucks, but they can't like they still rely on all that. So it's not like they could just go, "Oh, well, fuck you, America, bye. We're gonna produce everything all by ourselves." Like they're in the middle of fucking
mm,
nowhere. Oh,
mm,
I'm sorry. Oh, censor me.
yeah, there he goes. There he goes.
I said censor me, and he's doing it.
Jupiter, could you please shut up? Yeah, he says no. Sorry, guys,
Oops.
if you hear him screaming in the background.
Yeah.
Can you go
It's
get
his
him,
own
please?
prediction. I was swearing in the live.
He's making his own
Yeah.
predictions. Yeah, he's mad that you're swearing in the live.
He's
That's funny.
predicting that if I say another bad word, we're gonna get demonetized.
We already got demonetized because of your bad words. It's instant
It's instant. Yeah, okay.
because they have AI technology running it. So it is what it is. But anyway,
Yeah, let me go grab him.
yeah, go beat him up. I'm just gonna move on to the next question. The next question says, "What will having children in the USA look like this year, and is it safe?" Messy. It's gonna be real messy having children this year. Like, first of all, I have a lot of respect for people who want to have kids and who don't want to have kids, but why would you choose to have children right now? If you do have the choice, I would say hold off and wait. I would wait literally until like the next administration because um, it's going to be ugly for a while. It's going to be really hard and really costly, and a lot of the programs that they have to help people, like WIC, is getting cut by like $350 million or something next year, and they're cutting SNAP benefits as well. So, but also it raises the argument, should states be doing more to fund SNAP on their own? So having children in the USA is going to be hard. And if you're trying to adopt too, um, I go to a different live show, and this woman asks every single week if it's okay for her to adopt, literally every week. And she gets the same answer every week that she needs to do it now if she's going to do it. So if you are planning to adopt or something, really get on that now. Because I think in a few months it's going to be really hard to adopt, just because there's going to be a change in policies and there's going to be more tension, and USA is going to be more alone in the world as they continue to isolate their allies. So, unfortunately, that's the reality of the situation. And my advice to you is, if you can, don't have children. If you want children and you really are sure about it, go for it. Life still happens. Life still happens even if the world is on fire. So, let's see. What does the next 90 days look like for Los Angeles? At the beginning of the year, I was going to say that there was definitely going to be some kind of false flag attack on Los Angeles. I'm really not sure if it's going to happen anymore, but there will be a couple of earthquakes in Areas you didn't really think of, so like Los Angeles, like you never thought they could be on fire, and they were on fire. If people wanted to stock up on food, Jupiter is so cute.
Look who's joined the live. Hi.
Virginia Danbury says, for anyone that is scared that they may never have children, I've been receiving a lot of downloads that in all the chaos, people will find family through the people they meet. So there will be a lot of children that other people were looking for that are looking for families. What do you mean looking for like orphans? You like zoomed into your face when I said orphans. Just waiting for your comment to pop up.
Not
Not orphans.
orphans.
This is the one time I want you to type.
She's organizing her thoughts. Whole bunch
How
of
much
fannies.
Okay, well, we're coming up on 6 soon, so I need to move on. Will there be war or energy lockdowns for Malaysia?
Wait, it says yes, like orphans, kind of, or kids that have been displaced from certain things, and then other non-children will be searching for familial communities too. LOL.
Like dogs?
Doesn't make sense, but y'all are killing me with the orphan jokes. Sorry. Okay, yeah, so you're saying like people are gonna come together and give their children away. Just kidding.
uh,
So you're saying like a lot of adoption's gonna take place or something?
People will lose family and other members when they shift. And as time goes on, I guess just be nice to everybody. I don't know.
Get your orphan while you can. It is a hard knock.
Yeah, so what does the next night? I don't know. Will there be war or energy lockdowns for Malaysia? I don't think there's gonna be war for Malaysia, but you're definitely going to be asked to step up for Thailand sometime soon. All those countries are gonna be asked to step up for Thailand and Taiwan. Sorry, not Thailand. Taiwan. And a lot of Asian nations are shunning Taiwan because they're afraid of China. Malaysia is especially tied to China. Um, it's this system of indoctrination where they control everything and you're being sucked into it just by being neighboring nations. Um, I don't think war is going to happen, but you guys are definitely going to be asked to step up. I definitely see Malaysia turning their back there and saying no thanks. Um, Energy lockdowns. Malaysia's already in a very precarious fiscal situation, so yeah, probably. Um, Probably brief energy lockdowns. And if you do live in major cities, you'll just be asked to do things like walk or bike. There will be a return to sort of like
Simple
more
ways.
traditional ways of getting around. I literally see like people pulling other people with carts. So it'll be tough for a while for Malaysia for sure. And that's because your own economy is so corrupt as it is.
So she says, leave Malaysia alone. China be bothering them enough. It's true.
Yeah, Malaysia's not going to get left alone. China's going to do whatever they can. The situation in China is definitely not going to get better for like another decade. but people will eventually find their power, and that's just blueprint stuff where all these countries that have, like, dictatorship governments are going to be asked to either stand up and take it back or do things to actively incite change. So, we'll see. We'll definitely see how that goes, but what everyone can do is they can send light to countries and light to places. Um, so what you wanna do is you wanna during our daily meditations at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our threads, you really wanna imagine you're sending pillars of light to these places to help heal them. And you can even send pillars of light to your own places too, like wherever you live. So, yeah,
Jupiter
there's
is
gonna be a
being
lot of
China
problems
right
for
now.
yeah, there's gonna be a lot of problems because of China. Um, I also love the news that's coming out for China where they're like, "Their economy is the strongest it's ever been," and I'm just like, that's us."
Jupiter is currently being China in that he's bothering me.
Oh, you
He
leave
really
my
wants to
son
be
alone.
part of this live.
What is the outcome of the Brazilian presidential election? Oh, the
Oh,
outcome. Definitely not Green Party. Um, they're going to shift to a more conservative. I'm pretty sure they're going to shift to conservative. Like a lot of countries in the area are. I don't think it's going to be forever though. I think when Brazil shifts conservative, people are going to be pissed. Brazil's a country that really likes their freedom and to do whatever the hell they want very leisurely. So I think Brazil is going to kind of step up there and kind of just be like, "We are not standing for that." For how long? I think the new Brazilian president is gonna get forcibly removed by the people, if I'm being honest. It doesn't feel like they're gonna have long. It really doesn't.
it doesn't feel like a long time. It doesn't feel like 6 years or something. It feels like 6 months.
Um, if mass amounts of people are financially struggling or laid off with these questions are so convoluted sometimes. If a mass amount of people are financially struggling or laid off, and with minimal amount of landlords being cool and chill about paying on time, how will humanity deal with that? They can't evict everyone, can they? No,
They
they
can
can't
certainly
evict.
try.
They can't evict everyone, certainly, because they all have to go through the court system. But yeah, there will be evictions. There will be people changing housings. Housing situations are going to return more to like multi generational households, if and when possible. But yeah, a lot of people are going to struggle with this. Um, I don't see this being resolved until out into like 2028. You know, stuff will start after the elections, the November elections. The stuff will start, but it's not a good start. And a lot of people are going to kind of try to cling to old ways still with the new elections. And while there will be change, it's going to be like this really slow migration towards actual change. Where yeah, they're going to create grant programs and stuff, but it's not going to be like, "Ooh, the most amazing thing ever. We're going to pay your whole rent for you." You know.
Thank you for joining our live, Virginia Danbury. She has to go now. And I have to take 2 seconds just to get my son out of my face.
Yeah. When will the ETs make contact with Earth, and will it be in person with other people or just in space?
It didn't work.
What didn't work?
Getting Jupiter out of my face.
Well, you just deal with it. The ETs are going to start making contact on the surface of our planet next year, and it's not going to be everybody. It's going to take a while to really get all of that moving. We'll have decades to get used to the idea of them being here. Um, but like I said, the people who need to know will know.
It's gonna be like in waves. It's gonna be like they're gonna start with like people who have been like connecting with more and stuff.
And like political leaders who need to know what they need to know. People they see getting voted into power and people who they see out into the future doing meaningful things. These are the important groups of people right now. The current leaders, whatever, across the board, whatever. Some of them are really great, most of them are not. We'll see a big shift in that in the next couple of years too, where a lot of people are going to have their dirty laundry aired, and they're going to either step down, resign, or get thrown out. That's just how this is going to go. But yeah, they will not talk to you in space, but some of them who are like multi-dimensional beings who are creating multiple experiences for themselves right now, where they are in several locations at once because they can. Some of them will still be in space, that's for sure. And the people who can connect with those like space hubs will be able to do that. Okay, friends. Finally, our last question: are they actually going to enforce the draft and draft people into this war? Yes, yes, they are. But I don't see it happening on a giant, wide scale thing, and a lot of people are going to protest that. People would rather go to jail than go to war.
So actually, in 47 states right now, it's young men have to sign up for the draft, and usually that happens when they have like a like if they have their license with the DMV, your name automatically gets put into it, which is actually really invasive in my opinion. They also have not the draft, but like I don't want to call it like half draft, but it's like you can do other things other than being in the military or being on the front lines. Like you can still be in service, but you don't have to risk your life. But yeah, no, all that goes into effect in December for the like mandatory draft. I was reading something about it that said like young men 18 to 25 have to do it, and I think it's all the way up until you're like 42, something like that. So it's gonna they're gonna it's not like they're gonna force the draft, but your name will be put into a lottery, and if there ever is a war, you'll like in Vietnam, you'll get your numbers, and if you're picked, you go.
Mm-hmm. What number did you say? Your voice dipped out. It goes up to what?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it goes up to like 42, something around there, age 42. But I feel like they're gonna like really kind of fail with anything above 30. I mean, your knees are already crack-a-lacking at 30. Imagine if you're 42 and they're trying to be like, hey, why don't you go run on the front lines?
Not with
Hey,
them
why don't you
knees.
climb this wall? Oh, by the way, crawl on the ground in the mud, and then your knees are just cracking the whole time. And you're like,
Not with
oh,
those
my
40.
back.
Not with those 42-year-old knees. That's for sure.
Exactly. So I think they're gonna have to revise it. It was part of the defense bill that was signed. It was like hidden in there.
Go make Trump do it. Duct tape a gun to his hands or something. Anyway. That's it, guys. I'm out of questions. And thank God.
Any
Just in
questions
time.
from the audience?
Just in time because I'm hungry.
Okay, well, eat your fist. Is there any questions from the audience?
You're mean. You're going to take questions from the audience? That's cool.
Just like a few.
Personal
Hi.
question.
Anyway, we're wrapping up our live, Layla. Got any questions?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
Skip,
friend.
you go ahead.
Please tell us your question.
If it's Could the Dog Come Back, I swear to God. He's beating me up. Off camera, my son is beating me up. It's gonna be a scorcher.
How's the summer going to be for the collective? Emotionally difficult. Very emotionally difficult. And we're going to be moving out.
Summer started early.
We have another Mercury retrograde in June, I think. And I already just want to die thinking about it. Just take me to space. I'm done. I'm so done. But yeah, it if you're doing the work, it will be easier. If you're not doing the work, good luck this summer.
Jupiter really did punish you for swearing on live, huh? Yeah, he did. Uh he's actually over there pouting now because I had to push him away. He was um he was chewing on my elbow.
Mm,
Skip says, growing up, we all heard it was the turning to the age of Aquarius. Is that the shifts timeline that's happening now? Interesting.
I don't know. I'm not even really sure what the age of Aquarius was supposed to mean back then because people were still like really upset. Like people were still mad. It was supposed to be like peace, love, and freedom, but people were still huge disparities between classes.
Nope. I got the death card. It just means that yes, there is a shift coming, but I don't think it's that specifically. So like death is the card of rebirth.
And the end of an era. So yes,
And
to answer your question, yes. And what's gonna come out of it? Peace, joy, happiness. Look how pretty that card is. I love that. It sparkles. It's the card. This is the sun. And peace, love, joy is on the other end of all of this. Um, so yes, we're shifting timelines, not as rapidly as before. And also, like I tell people, you get to manifest what you want. Sorry, like my screen flashed there. That was weird. Sorry. So yeah, we get to choose what reality we want to live in. So you're a body existing in space and time. Second, first you are a soul. So your soul is infinite, right? And every reality you could possibly ever want already exists outside of you. You just have to call it to you. So if you want to be happy, you have to work on that happiness. And if you want to be sad, that's your choice. You know, everybody gets a chance now to move out of all of their old stuff into like a new future. So it doesn't really matter what timelines are doing because yeah, there will be a collective timeline too, but it doesn't really matter what the timelines are doing if you want something to happen.
next question is Moonfrog Song says, can you speak a bit more about connecting with the ET guides? So if you regularly are connecting with your spirit guides already, you can instead of saying, "Hey, I'd like to like invoke my spirit guides," you could say, "Can I please speak with my ET guides?" Instead. So it's the same process as you use to connect to your guides, but also you have to, you have to switch it up. And you can do it with, cards, or you do pendulum work, or you could just do regular meditation.
I post regularly about how to connect with your ET guides, and a lot of times they want you to say affirmations of self where you're clearing your energy field of negative self perception and moving into the idea that you're not linear and you're a being that can exist timelessly. And when you kind of start understanding that stuff, your ET guides come forward more because every day, um, every day this week, I'm having people do a meditation that connects you to the light grid. But like I said earlier, you can move beyond the light grid where the motherships are and connect directly to their grid called the grid of harmony. And it does open you up to better communication with your ETs. So when you think about your guides and you want to connect with them, you say, come forward and then like their name if you know their name. Um, I would instead say to your spirit guides, please help me connect to my ETs instead. Um, they'll come forward as different groups to whoever you're currently working with. And I do want to be honest and say that not everyone's going to be working with the ETs. Although they are there to support everybody, not everyone's going to be working closely with them because not all blueprints are meant to be extraterrestrial. Not yet anyway. Some people will find that that's their future purpose, but right now, some people's purpose is just simply to hold the light grid. I asked my ET guide to come forward, and one said his name is Gideon. Huh. I wonder if he picked that human name for himself.
That's a great name. Any more questions from the audience?
I'm hungry. No, eat your fist, so I won't eat my own fist. Okay. So I'm just going to move on to the last thing. For this week, I really want you guys to focus on connecting to the light grid. And when you connect to the light grid, it starts opening up healing. And if you're confused on how to do that, I would say sit and just breathe for 5 or 6. Hang on. Jupiter, stop. Get out of that bag. What a butthead. He's grabbing things. He doesn't
I
want us
will
to be
not
doing
be
this anymore.
accepting questions or comments about my son. Thank you.
But yeah, I want you to imagine a light grid around the planet. It's like a fishing net almost made of light. And when you connect with it, you can imagine flashing red light that is personalized with your name on it. I want you to connect with it, feed it, ask for love back, because when you give it all of your worries and concerns, what you get back is love. And that's called composting. When you change your situation from negative to positive. Just like when you compost garbage, it turns into really fertile dirt. So I want you guys to all practice that. And if you're confused about it, you can DM us. But it would be better if people booked a reading with us personally if they need a deeper healing, because we do work with you guys one-on-one. But we are friendly and we do answer like basic questions and stuff. And that's really it. If you guys
Friendly.
liked our show, please like, comment, subscribe,
Friendly.
and follow us on social media. We're literally on every platform. Like literally. My teachers made me put it on every platform. All right, guys, I'm starving. I'm really hungry, so I'm going to go. I hope this is helpful. Bye.
Bye.